Make your marketing more successful by tying it to events and entering the conversation going on in your customers' minds. Come on, let's talk about it. Welcome to Newsletter Guru TV, your show with a boatload of smart marketing and business building advice and a little fun along the way.
This episode of Newsletter Guru TV is brought to you by No Hassle Social Media, the fastest and easiest way to master social media marketing so you can build profitable client relationships.
Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, out here on a very, well, it's actually quite chilly day at Marsh Creek. Toby's over there just chilling, don't want to get too close to the water, but anyway, yeah, the snow we had's finally gone, but like I said, it's a little chilly out here, but I'm getting ready to head to Atlanta for a couple days, and I thought I'd spend some time with Toby. You know, I sometimes use a couple very effective strategies to help market and grow my business more successfully. One of them is known as entering the conversation that's already going on in your customers' minds, and the other one is known as event marketing, and sometimes you actually combine the two. You know, entering the conversation already going on in your customer's mind is very effective. So basically what you want to do is you want to choose something that's very topical, that's maybe in the news, it's maybe in the forefront of, you know, general societal conversations or something like that. Let me give you a couple good examples, okay? Here we go. I once had a very special promotion. It was very, very effective. I called it my Cash for Clunkers. Gosh, I think that goes back at least 2 summers ago, but do you remember when the government did the whole Cash for Clunkers? Well, I ran a Cash for Clunkers campaign and talked about if your newsletter is a clunker and it's not performing like it should, then turn it in and become a no-hassle newsletter client and let me help you supercharge your growth through more repeat and referral business. So we did a Cash for Clunkers campaign. Okay, a few times of the year, I'll do a free book giveaway, which I promote on social media. So again, if you are multitasking or not paying attention, you want to stop everything. I'm about to give you a very juicy marketing nugget, okay? How to build your list through social media. So one of the things I do a couple times a year, usually through Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, and Memorial Day, I'll do a free book giveaway. So let me show you a quick picture. Here's one of the opt-in page that I created for Valentine's Day. Here's one that I did for Thanksgiving. And here's one that I did for Memorial Day. Okay, so what happens is I promote on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, LinkedIn, all the various sites, hey, for a couple days for this Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, or what have you, get a free copy of my book. Now, when people go to the special URL that I set up, they go to one of these squeeze pages, they opt in, which is how they're getting on my list. I give them a free copy of my book as promised. I give them a bunch of other special bonuses. I also, by the way, give them a one-time opportunity to get a free hard copy of my book at a very special price. But one of the things you want to do is always deliver value. So if you're going to get people on your list, you always want to reward them with value. Now, other marketing opportunities can be found around anniversaries, birthdays, and things like that. Here's a picture of one when I did for my birthday. I think it was last year, so we created a special page for that. And then you may have noticed just last week I ran a 6-day promotion around my 10-year anniversary, 10 years since I started my business and 10 years as a cancer survivor. Thank you very much. So what I did is I promoted that event for 6 days. It was very, very successful. I want to give you a couple reasons why it was so successful. Hold on one second. Toby, get over here, buddy. You come over here. Come on, now don't go far. All right, sorry about that. You know what? We're going to leave that in because that's your fault. All right. Here's a couple reasons why my 10-year anniversary sale was. Number one, I promoted it very aggressively. You can't be afraid to promote, especially when you're delivering good value. Don't be one of these kind of weak-kneed marketers. Oh, I can only send 1 email a week. People get mad at me. If you're going to deliver value, go ahead and deliver it aggressively, okay? Number two, I wrote some very good copy and emails, including some powerful headlines, which is the key to getting your emails opened in the first place. For example, one of my headlines read, going by my memory, was tested and scared to death. And when I wrote about that, I opened up the email, not talking about the birthday, not talking about the promotion or the anniversary or anything like that. I talked about how I was tested when I started my business. In fact, I said my entire first year was what I call revenue free. It took me a year to get my first new client. There's something to be proud of. But you know what? I was tested and I persevered and I have a successful business today. Another headline I wrote was, was breathless from getting hit in the chest with a baseball bat or something like that. And I opened up and I described how I felt when the doctor was telling me about whether I had stage 1 or stage 2 cancer and what the survival rate was. It was horribly frightening, by the way, and that's how I felt like I got hit with a baseball bat in the chest when he told me. So that was that. And then I kind of transitioned into the email. So to have successful emails, you got to have a great headline which makes them stop in their tracks to find out what's going on. Then when they open it, it's got to make sense as to what the headline is, tell a little story, and then you transition into your moment. All right? That's a big tip for you right there. Okay, another opportunity to promote is sometimes when you're out speaking and you can use that speaking engagement to build your own list to market to. Now, sometimes it's not always cool with the promoter to go ahead and do like collect cards or things like that, and you have to totally respect the host of the event and what their wishes are. But one of the strategies that I use, assuming I have permission, is I'll promote, again, a free book giveaway, and then I'll set up a special URL where I can drive people to. An example I'm going to show you right here. Last year, I was very honored to speak at Carrie Wilkerson, the Barefoot Executives, her Boss Event 2010. By the way, Carrie's Boss Events are awesome. If you have the chance, you got to go. I don't even know if she's doing anymore. I think she said this one was her last one or something like that. But anyway, Carrie's awesome. But here's what it is. I made sure I got permission, but I said I want to give everybody that comes to hear my presentation a copy of my book. So I think I drove them to the URL, thenewsletterguru.com/barefoot or something like that. Make it memorable. And when they got there, they saw this. Now again, I give everybody an opportunity to get my book at a very low price, or they can simply get for free, as promised, a PDF copy of my book, which is, again, great value. Always deliver great value. So there you have it, some good strategies on how to make your marketing more effective. Tie into a conversation that's already going on in your customer's mind based on topical events and things that are going on in the news and things like that. And then always tie your promotions around events. Don't just have a sale for the sake of having our sale. For instance, hey, here's our weekly sale. No. Tie it to an event, and it can be anything. It can be National Ice Cream Day, it can be your birthday, your anniversary, whatever it is. Tie it to an event and make it more creative. Create more fun for your marketing campaigns, and you will have greater results. All right? If you found some value from my sharing this with you, I'd appreciate it very much if you would either click the share button if you're watching this on Newsletter Guru TV. If you're watching this on Facebook, click the like button and share it with somebody else. That would be awesome. And I'd appreciate it very much if you'd also post a comment down below. I always love hearing from you. It's where I get a lot of my ideas for the shows, by the way. And look, before the day's out, look for ways to add more value to what it is that you're doing for your customers. When you add more value, combine that with world-class service, your customers end up staying longer, and customers that stay longer end up spending more and referring more, and that is always a good thing, all right? And before the day's out, go do something nice for somebody. Hold the door. Give them some spare change, do something unexpected and random act of kindness. Make them feel good, but you know what? It always makes you feel real special. And I think if we can all be a little bit nicer to each other, I think the world's going to spin a little bit easier on its axis, as I like to say. All right, there you have it. Do something nice. If you haven't yet, by the way, if you haven't yet got a copy of my brand new book, The Fastest Way to Higher Profits, go to higherprofitsbook.com, get your copy. Forward's written by my great friend Bob Berg, who's awesome. I was just interviewed on his program yesterday, so that was pretty cool. All right, I think that's a wrap. Toby, you ready to go for a walk, buddy? You've been awful good sitting there. I know you're just itching to go. Toby and I are going to go for a walk. Until next episode, this is Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru. You take care.